Stop. Picture a grand hall with candles and whispers. A man enters trying to be liked. He smiles too fast. He speaks too much. And before anyone answers, the room has already decided his rank. Disrespect is not random. It is a signal the world sends when it senses instability. Not poverty, not bad luck. Instability. The kind that leaks through posture, tone, and urgency. Machiavelli would call this accuracy, not cruelty. People do not respond to what you mean. They respond to what you project, and what you project becomes your treatment. Now picture a chessboard under one lamp. One player moves calmly, the other moves quickly, desperate to prove something. The fast hand is not strength. It is nervous energy wearing armor. Here is the first truth. People rarely disrespect a man they fear losing. They disrespect the man who shows he cannot leave. Neediness is not love. It is dependence. And dependence invites pressure. Picture a wax seal on a letter. Simple. Final. A man with self-respect seals his standards and lets them speak. A man without it keeps reopening the letter, rewriting, apologizing, negotiating. This is why weak is not a body type. It is a behavior pattern. Weakness is when your emotional center sits outside your chest in other people's reactions. Picture a velvet mask at an elite party. Everyone smiles. But the real language is restraint. The man who needs approval keeps adjusting his mask. The man who owns himself barely touches it. A disrespected man usually does one thing repeatedly. He over-explains, he argues for his own value, he tries to win love like a court case. And the moment you defend your worth, you lower it. Now imagine a courtroom. One person asks a sharp question. The other becomes the defendant and starts speaking in paragraphs. The judge says nothing. Silence sits like a crown. The rule is cold. The one who begs for a verdict is already beneath the one who grants it. The more you plead, the more you teach people to test you. Picture a scale with two bowls. In one bowl, your attention. In the other, your dignity. Every time you chase respect, you spend attention and borrow dignity. Most men lose respect in tiny leaks. The forced laugh, the rushed apology, the "it's fine" when it is not fine, the smile that hides a boundary you were afraid to enforce. Now picture a locked door inside your mind. Behind it is your peace. A respected man keeps that door closed to chaos. A disrespected man leaves it open, then wonders why strangers walk in. Machiavelli warned rulers about appearing needy, not because feelings are bad, but because need creates leverage for others. If your mood depends on them, they can move you. So let's name the root cause. Weak men get disrespected because they outsource their self-worth. They ask the room to confirm what they should already know. Picture a throne in an empty room. No applause, no witnesses, just the throne. A strong man can sit there without checking who is watching. A weak man keeps looking for proof. Now we make it practical. Respect is built from three materials: boundaries, competence, and composure. If one is missing, people feel it instantly. First, boundaries. Picture a city with stone walls. Inside the walls, life is calm. Not because the ruler is soft, but because the rules are real. A boundary is not a speech. It is a line, crossed once, addressed once, then enforced. Not with drama, with distance, with action, with quiet finality. Weak men talk about boundaries. Strong men live them. Weak men threaten. Strong men simply reduce access and return to their purpose. Picture a wax seal again. That seal is your no. A respected no is short. A disrespected no is a paragraph trying to be liked. Second, competence. Picture a craftsman in a silent workshop, sharpening a blade until it reflects light. Respect follows skill because skill signals survival. People may enjoy a charming man, but they respect a capable one. Capability creates gravity. Gravity makes others adjust their behavior without being told. Weak men try to win respect with performance. Strong men win it with results. The room does not clap for intention. It bows to outcomes. Third, composure. Picture a storm outside a castle. Thunder hits, but the torch inside stays steady. Composure is not being emotionless. It is being governed. Disrespected men are reactive. They mirror every mood. Warmth makes them melt. Coldness makes them chase. Their climate changes with the room. Respected men have their own weather system. Calm when it's loud, focused when it's tempting to beg, quiet when it's bait. Now understand this. People test what they can move. If they can push your buttons, they will, not always with malice, sometimes with curiosity, sometimes by accident. Picture a baited hook on a table. The weak man bites and starts arguing. The strong man sees the hook, pauses, and asks one calm question that changes the frame. What are we trying to solve here? That single sentence turns a judge into a participant. Machiavelli would approve of that move, not because it hurts anyone, because it restores position. It stops you from playing defense inside someone else's script. Now we talk about the approval trap. Picture a mirror in a dark corridor. A man keeps checking it, asking if he looks acceptable. The more he checks, the less stable he becomes. Approval-seeking looks like humility, but it smells like fear. And fear invites disrespect because it tells people you can be steered. Here's the paradox. The more you try to be chosen, the less choosable you become, because pursuit turns into pleading, and pleading collapses status. A respected man does not chase reactions. He builds a life with weight. When his life has weight, his presence has value. When his presence has value, people behave. Picture a calendar carved in stone. Training, work, craft, rest. A schedule that does not bend for every mood shift. That is not cold. That is structure. This is the economy of absence, not games, not ghosting, priority. When you are always available, you become cheap as a signal. Scarcity is not arrogance. Scarcity is value. The room respects what it cannot easily access because access signals demand. Now picture a quiet table with 2 chairs. One chair is empty. A weak man fills it with noise just to avoid silence. A strong man leaves it empty on purpose. Silence is authority. Silence says, I'm not here to audition. Silence says, I don't rush to repair my image for strangers. Weak men speak to be safe. Strong men speak to be precise. Precision is respected because it signals control. Now we address the most important weapon, the ability to walk away. Picture a bridge behind you. The weak man keeps running back and forth, terrified it will collapse. The strong man builds other bridges, not to be careless with people, but to never be owned by fear. Options create posture. Posture creates respect. Machiavelli's court was full of performers and parasites. The ruler survived by choosing his circle carefully. Respect begins with selection. If you stay where you are tolerated, you teach people to tolerate you. If you leave what disrespects you, you teach people to value you. This applies to friendships, work, and relationships. If you keep accepting small disrespect, you train others to keep offering it. Picture a small crack in a wall. Ignore it and the whole structure weakens. Address it early and the wall stays strong. And do not confuse cruelty with strength. Cruelty is instability too. The man who explodes is not powerful. He is predictable. He can be triggered, and anything that can be triggered can be controlled. Strength is quiet. Strength is consistent. Strength is the same man in public and private, the same standards when nobody is clapping. Picture a blacksmith striking steel. Each strike is a moment you refuse to beg. Each strike is a day you build competence. Each strike is a boundary you enforce without speeches. One day, the world treats you differently, not because you demanded respect, because your behavior stopped requesting permission. So if you feel disrespected, do not ask the room why. Ask yourself one harder question: where did I leak my frame? Did you over-explain? Did you forgive the same line twice? Did you abandon your schedule to be liked? Did you trade standards for comfort? Fix those leaks and respect returns like gravity. Not overnight, not magically, but inevitably, because your signal changed. Now picture the final scene. A masked party full of noise and cheap validation. You stand, adjust your cloak, and leave quietly. Not angry, not bitter, just clear. That walk says everything. My attention is premium. My peace is protected. My value is not up for debate. Weak men get disrespected because they seek approval like oxygen. Strong men get respected because they govern themselves like rulers. And if you want one rule to carry into every room, it is this: never spend premium attention on discount behavior.